Okay guys, so first thing we're going to do is get the reference. So I've done some research on Google, so we're going to follow this, get some reference here, and we're going to use these poses to start us off. So let's get this going, and let me just start with this. Okay, first thing we want to do is let's check out the legs. Let's separate these legs like this so we know which one's forward, which one's back. Okay. All right, now in the side view, what we'll do, let's have a look. Which one? No, it's not that one. Foot roll, I think it's this one. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we want to establish our contact points. So let's move this back, and I'm going to put everything in. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to select everything and then put it in constant, so it's all blocked, so it's step, yeah, it's all stepped. Okay, now I just want to grab the control, and with the foot roll I just want to make sure it's all in line here. So this bit, it's all that straight, this bit in particular. You'll see when you rotate this, it goes a bit off. So you just want to make sure it's lined up. So that's what we'll do for now. So we're establishing the contact points, front and back. So front one as well. So we'll do the same thing here. We're like, all right, how's that look? Maybe we want to move it forward a bit, and then that's not bad. Something like that. And we might want to move this up a bit. So we can get away with moving it up a bit because it's got a stretch on it. It's really lovely model, this one, and like this. So we'll start with that. That's the basis, right? Okay, also what we'll do with the rig, as we can see here, we'll just quickly change this to 0. So it's FK and 0 here. That's FK. So we've basically got rotations everywhere. And I'll just put the timeline to 20, so we're working clean. 20, you know, every two frames is what we'll do. We'll key. So let me select everything, and like I usually do, I key first frame. Now the other thing I want to do is, while I'm here, is we all contact. Is it contact? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll go to the next one, so frame 2, and what we're doing, we're just literally, if you look at the reference, we're just going to move it forward until this back leg is bent or it's coming down. So what we'll do, we know that the foot is going to be on the floor, so there, the foot's on the floor. We also know that it's going to be transcending down, forward. It's going to go down, so there's a little bend there. And we also know that the back leg is just starting to come up, so it'll be like this, slightly forward and a bit of a foot roll. We'll kind of do it like that. And again, select everything, I'll key it, and then I'll just go into here and go to block. So we want to make sure it's all blocked. Then the next frame is the passing position. So this one is going to be, we just want to make sure that this leg is straight going up, and then the passing position like this, which would be even, we could even rotate this a bit more. Could have it go past a little like this. And then we're going to key everything and then move on. So we've got all these poses. Just select everything, make sure it's all constant. Okay, so we've got that, and then it's going to be the high position. So this one is going forward to highest, and then the reference shows the foot going forward. So it's kind of going like this, forward, there, and then there's going to be basically this height. So normally what I do is I'll go to here, Y, and copy this, go to 9, and copy it. Then I know that's the height. Then I just move it forward slightly, and then move this forward. The Y can be zeroed because it's on the floor, and then you make the foot in the contact position. Like this. So that's flowing pretty well. So we'll select everything, see everything, and then put it on constant interpolation. All I'm doing is I'm selecting everything, then I'm going into my graph editor, selecting all the keys and going to constant here. Or you can go to tangents, stepped. Same thing. That's all I'm doing when I'm going onto that screen. I'm just making sure step there. And then the next one, oh, so yeah, the back one. Let's also do the back one. The back. So this is going to start rolling as well as this one comes in. Just yeah, that makes sense. And then what you want to do again, go to the second pose here. The Y is 1.8, so we go to here, just paste it in there. Oops, sorry, select the hips, paste it in there. Sorry, let me just do that again. Y, that's what we want, 1.8. And then there we want to put it in there, move it forward, so we know that it's going to take the weight, and then the back leg is just about rolling up, so we'll roll this up, coming up a little bit. Now we can make these clunky, you know, like you could see there's clunky. Going to town later with them. So it's contact, then again passing position, bit high, leg comes through, just a little bit like that. We could sort out the exact height after, but we're just getting these poses in, and then passing position, which is going to be the highest, so a bit higher. And then this foot comes forward and it's just rotated there. So you're getting that. Again, select everything, make sure we key it. Now, the end one, what we're going to do here is, there's different ways of doing this, but this is what works for me. I get all the geometry, go to the start frame, duplicate. You see it's duplicated. Then I press Shift P to bring it out of the group, and then group. Now you've got a separate pose, the exact pose. So what I do here is I go to the end. So here, 15. All right, the next 2 frames, I know, okay, I know this foot is here. So I know that if I put this geometry here, then I can match it now. It's going to be fairly exact, but we can always finesse it after. So let's go back. Okay, I'll select all of the controls here. Make sure it's all keyed. Now I'll middle click, drag it to 17, let go, and press S. Now it's going to copy that same frame, see? Now all you got to do is select the feet and the top here, the hips, and move it forward. that's all you got to do. And then I might just go into wireframe is the best, because then you can get exact match. You know it's exact like that when there's no doubling. If it's not exact, it won't be completely over. It'll be like this, like this, like that. See? Well, you want it exact, so it's right on top. Okay, now that you've got that, you can go back. You can delete the group and select everything and just step. And then now have a look at that blocking. Okay, so you've got a little cycle there now, with all the foot positions in the right place. There you go. And then what we can do is we can just do 17 here, 17 at the bottom here. Right, okay, so you've got a block in there of the hips, how it's moving. And you can even look, you see the hips there? It's going constantly forward, forward, forward. And then we'll go and clean this up and get it all working properly. But what we'll do now is, we'll go into front view and we'll be like, all right, as he steps and then leans, what's happening here? The weight is shifting. So we just want to get those X's in. So this way, the weight's shifting. It's going to be a bit clunky. And then this way, the weight's shifting, because we know it's the step, right? So if we look at this now, it's going to be a bit all over the place, but that's how it is. But that's how it looks, you see? Just block, do it like this. So we've got that working. And then the other thing we want to start doing is if we go into the hip controller here, so whenever the foot is raised, we know that the hip will be high, because when you're raising that foot, it goes high, right? Same with this way, high. So we're just going to get these rotations in, so we got an idea, and then we can clean that up later too. All right, guys, so that's basically the block. We could do the arms and stuff later, but that is the blocking you're getting in. Actually, I'll select the arms, come here in the layers, and you can go to arms. See, I'm selecting the arms here. It's really nicely done, everything. So it knows that, you know, ProRigs is really good. It knows animators want to hide the arms sometimes because we're working on one thing. But there you go. See, like, we can start working on just the torso and everything. Make sure that's working properly. The other thing we can do is, when it steps here, we know that there's going to be that C shape. Right? There. And then when we come here, we know that this way, there's a C shape like this, reversal. That happens. The hips, we can leave the hips for now, but let's see. Okay, that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've got that happening. So that's the mechanics. Pretty much how we want it. That's fine. And then we can start cleaning up. So that's the blocking done. We'll move on to polishing, getting into the spline, and starting to really clean things up a bit. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.